He's being specific. Get a forward. He's not just saying have faith and just leaving it blank. He's saying have faith, and when you get faith, have it in God. A lot of folk got more faith in other folk than we do in God. You think I made that up? Let me show you this. We'll ask somebody else what they think before we ask God what he got to say. You don't have to agree with me because I know I'm right. We'll call mama and daddy and our girlfriend and our boo and boyfriend down the street and our ex and everybody else before we consult God when they really don't give a rusty nickel about you anyway. They can't fix the problem anyway, but we consult everybody but God. Where should I go to school? We ask everybody but God. Should I get married? We ask everybody but God. Because he looked good. Because he's 6'2", size 13.5 shoe. We think we didn't hit gold. But you ask everybody but God. Because you get 6'2" and 13.5 and he knocking you up in the head. Because he don't reverence God, so he can't respect you. Have faith in God. And this is just not any old type of faith. He tells us here what type of faith that we ought to have. For verily I say unto you, that whatsoever ye shall say to this mountain, be thou removed. There are some mountains in our life. Now I know you may not think that you have mountains in your life, but let me just bring it in today's terminology. There are obstacles in your life. There are problems in your way. There are situations that are too big for you to handle. But God says, have faith in God. Because if you can say to whatever's in your way to move out of the way and you don't doubt in your heart, the Bible says whatever you speak, it'll come to pass. That's why you ought not call your child stupid, lazy, trifling, all these other names that we hear folk call. You ought not call your child that because they become what you call them. They take on that spirit will attach to them. And you wonder why they being slothful and lazy and trifling, because you've been calling them that and that's all they got in their head. Well, she think I'm lazy, so I might as well be lazy. Well, they think I ain't no good, so I might as well be no good. I ain't got nothing else to do but hang out on the corner. Everybody else's child is at school doing their work. Your child is in the playground being lazy. Because you done spoken in their spirit. He says you can speak to whatever the situation is. You ought to have enough God in you that you can speak to whatever is going on. Let me inform you how powerful you are. You are so powerful that the moment that you accepted Jesus Christ, you have the power and the authority of heaven backing you up. So whatever you bind on earth is bound in heaven. I don't care if you just got saved today. You're entitled to the same rights to somebody that got saved in 1969. You are equipped to be what God has called you to be. So my question would be, why are you sitting on all that anointing? Why are you sitting on all that power that's laying on the inside of you? Why are you sitting there on your gift when God has given you the power that whatsoever you speak shall come to pass? It's right here. I didn't make it up. Look at verse 23. For I say unto you, that whatsoever you shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be cast into the sea, and you shall not doubt in your heart. See, you can't doubt God. You can't doubt. The Bible puts it like this: a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. See, because you can't ask God for one thing and then next day flip your mind and want something else. and then next day flip your mind and want something else because you're unstable. You're unstable, you're wavering, you don't know what you want. So what God does is he doesn't answer neither prayer because you don't know what you want. You got to make up your mind, and once you make up your mind what you want to do, then God shows up. You can't doubt in your heart, and the devil comes to bring doubt. You can't do it. See, your mama didn't succeed, and you ain't gonna make it. See, your daddy didn't get through, and you ain't get through it. But you got to say to yourself that if God be for me, I'm more than the world that's against me. Any obstacle and any circumstances that's in my way, if I put God first, if you learn to have faith in God, not in folk, have faith in God, not in stuff. See, a lot of us, our stuff is who we are. Our cars, our homes, our gold, our silver, our children, our boo, our mess. That's us. But you can have all of that, but just give me Jesus. Just give me Jesus, because if I lose everything I got and got Jesus, I got enough, Reverend Herbert, to get started all over again. That's why you ought to do like the old folks say, build your hopes, baby, on things eternal and hold to God's unchanging. I wish I could get some help in here. Hold to God's unchanging hand. Because folk will walk out on you. Folk will mistreat you. Folk will lie on you. They'll smile in your face and stab you in the chest. But if you hold on to Jesus, he'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. He'll never do it. He'll never do it. Don't doubt in your heart. And let me let you understand this, that the heart is a precious place. Yes, it is. You don't let everybody in your heart. I stated that the other day in Bible class, that you don't let everybody in your bedroom. Everybody don't get a chance to sit on your bed. I don't care how good we've been friends for how long. Everybody don't sit on your bed. Everybody don't stick their hand in your refrigerator. There's just certain places that folk just don't go. And when you let folk in your heart, that's in a sacred place, because you open yourself up to be wounded. But you know what? But I can even go this farther to say, I can let you in there because I'm in the safety place. Because in my heart, I've got Jesus in there. So even if you come in there and try to disrupt some things, the God on the inside of me will hold me. I may have to shed some tears, but when it's all said and done, baby, I'll still be standing. Look at somebody and say, I'm going to stand here. Don't doubt in your heart. In other words, don't let the devil come and steal that God has placed on the inside. It reminds me of the parable that Jesus gave, that some fell on good ground and some fell on stony ground and some fell between thorns. You can't get this word and allow the devil to come steal it right out of your heart. You can't let this word get in your mouth and let the devil come snatch it out before you get a chance to digest it. You ought to let this word simmer. God, if this word is for me, work on me. If I'm doubting God, work on me. If my faith is wavering, God, work on me. If my heart is heavy, God, work on me. Anybody in here need God to work on them? I know I may not be all Sister Nate that I want to be, but I sure thank God I ain't what I used to be. I know some of y'all sitting there looking like y'all all in a bag of chips, but somebody in here know he brought me from a mighty long way. Because if I look back where he brought me from, I shouldn't be where I am today. But God has been merciful. He's been merciful. He's been merciful. He's been merciful. You know that joint you were smoking? God could have took you out right then.